It's day 17 of our 2023 New Year's Challenge. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Now, I hope you've been enjoying the challenge, and as a reminder, this week's theme is I feel proud for showing up. So no matter how much or little of this class you do, know that I am proud of you, and I hope that you are feeling so proud of yourself for arriving on your mat. Today is a gentle yoga class. This is a great one to kind of wake up the body, so maybe a nice morning yoga class, or really it's a great one for the middle of the day because we're not going to do any postures on the floor. Everything's completely standing. This is a nice kind of lunchtime class, like if you just want a quick stretch in the middle of your day, you've been hunched over for a bit, we need no props, you don't need a whole lot of space for it either. But it's a good one that's just going to stretch our whole body and hopefully leave us feeling so happy and proud of ourselves. Roll out your mat. Let's get started. We'll start standing at the top of our mat, feet hip distance apart, fingers dangling by your sides. Close the eyes, check in with the body. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, chin to chest, bend the knees, forward fold. Roll into that soft forward fold and pause. It might be a little deep or more shallow than mine. Nod your head yes. Shake it no. Bend and roll all the way up to standing. As you inhale, take your hands over your head. Reach your fingertips up a little further. Clasp the hands behind your head. Wing the elbows nice and wide. Put a soft bend in your knees. Take a little twist to your right. Look forward. Little twist left. Look forward. Release the hands. Again, chin to chest. Bend the knees. Roll into your forward fold. Pause at the base of your forward fold. This time sway your hips. Right and left. Pause. Roll all the way up to standing. Big inhale, hands lift high. Again, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Soft bend in the knees, little twist right. Look forward, little twist left. Look forward and release. One more time. Forward fold. And again, find any movement that's feeling good. Maybe it's a little different than something you did before. Maybe it's something similar because it felt nice. Eventually, pause, bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, push your head, your chest forward. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, push your head, your chest forward. Exhale, roll down. One more time, push out and away, belly button up and in. Lower down, bend the knees, roll all the way up to standing. We'll take a step back into a warrior one, bend both knees and just slide your right foot, slide your left foot behind you. And I'm going to push my heel to the ground and as much as I can keep both hips facing forward. Stretch your fingertips up to the sky. Really seal the pinky edge side of your foot down into the mat, especially on your left leg. Hold there for a moment, stretching the fingertips higher, wrapping the ribs in, squeezing your thud. And then if we have the range of motion, we might take our hands behind us, clasp them together. Now, if you need to keep them right here, that's great. If you can, you might begin to straighten them down your body. Take a big inhale, maybe pull them away from your body. That can be enough on its own. You are welcome to stay right here, or we can take a little forward fold, punching your fist to the sky, letting your head dangle. I look to my back foot, relaxing my jaw, relaxing the neck. And then as you're ready, drop the hands, release the fingers. Once more, push yourself up to your nice big warrior two. Belly button in, fingertips lift high. Set the hands down, step both feet together, a little wiggle, a little shake. And then we'll take our opposite foot behind us. Drop the heel to the ground, lift up and out of the waist. Both hands swim high. Grow an inch or two taller. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point. Maybe bend your front knee a little bit deeper. And then again, we'll clasp our hands. I invite you to take the opposite one, the one that feels awkward. If that's too much, just do the one that feels more natural. And again, we might slide the hands down. You can pause there. You might pull them away from your body. Again, we can pause here. I think about pushing my sternum forward and continuing to lift my ears up high until I choose to forward fold. Looking down and back to the right foot or the foot that's behind you. At your own time, release the fingers, take the hands high over the head. Again, find that nice warrior one, both hands up. Step the feet together, little sway, little shake. This time a warrior two, I'll step my left foot back. I'm in a little bit of a wider stance and my front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Going to straighten both hands away from one another, pretending there's a table here. Push down into the table, bend your front knee just a little deeper. Think about your tummy muscle holding you up, lifting the ears high. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, hold. From here, take your back hand to your back hip, almost like you're about to put it in your jeans pocket, and reach your right hand high. Keep the front knee bent, just lift a little higher up to the ceiling. Now straighten both legs, squeeze the inner thighs together, maybe lean back behind you. We don't have to go too far, just as far as whatever feels good for you. And then slowly rebend your front knee and cartwheel the arms back to our starting place. Find your warrior two again. Navel in, chest open. This time we'll take our hand to the top of our front thigh and stretch our back hand up to the sky. The more I reach my fingertips up, part the shoulders, the bigger of a stretch I feel here. You can look to your toes on the ground or your fingers up in the air. Now, if it's enough to stay here, that's awesome. We might swim our hand high overhead, getting a beautiful side body stretch. You might reach the fingertips up one more time, looking down towards your toes. Maybe straighten your front leg. At that point, I usually hold on to my shin, or maybe even drop my hand down to the ground, just depending on how I'm feeling today. Remind yourself you don't have to do any more than what feels good for you. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, rebend your front knee and push yourself back up to your warrior two. Straighten the front leg, hop both feet together, little wiggle, little shake of the hips, and take your right foot or the opposite foot back behind you. Now again, in our warrior two, our front heel is in line with our back arch. Hands out and away. There's a pretend table there. Push down into the table so you can sink into your warrior two. Just find that lovely, big, brave pose. And as we did on the other side, back hand to back hip. Lift the hand high at first, hold there. Think about growing long from your left hip through your side body, out your extended fingertips to the sky. And then perhaps straighten the legs, squeezing the inner thighs together, lifting your fingertips up, and maybe take a little lean back. Big inhale. Exhale, return to warrior two. Navel in, chest open. Drop your arm to your thigh. Reach your opposite hand high. Think about stacking the shoulders, keeping one on top of the other rather than kind of letting that shoulder spiral down to the ground or look. I am reaching the fingertips up almost like someone has my wrist and they're physically pulling it up to the sky. Maybe we send our fingertips overhead so we can find that extended side angle pose, finding a side body stretch. If we want to come into our triangle, hand lifts high, look to your bottom foot, maybe straighten the leg, and again, you can grab hold of your shin if you want to, you can drop it down. We don't have to take it any deeper than what feels good for us in this moment. Big inhale, big breath out. Look down, bend the knee, return to your warrior two. Navel in, chest open, and then hop both feet together. Shake anything out you like to. I'm going to turn to face you. You can face whatever direction you want to with a nice wide stance. Both hands lift high. Look up to the sky like your sternum, your chest is reaching. And then exhale, flip the palms, tuck your chin to your chest, bend your knees into a wide leg forward fold. Allow your head to soften, your neck to relax. You can shake or nod the head, giving yourself a little more freedom to truly relax there. And then plant your hands on the floor. Inhale, half lift. See if you can straighten out the spine. Legs can remain bent, or you might choose to straighten. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, little half lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pause. You might walk your hands through your legs, kind of reaching them back behind you. Maybe it feels better to bend your knees as you do so, really tucking the chin to the chest, crawling the fingers back. Totally your call. Sometimes I even sway my hips a little right and left right here. Eventually find your center, hands in front of you, and slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Walk your feet together, just stand tall and straight, and as always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and feel so proud for just showing up here today.